Hmm. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. Okay. So here we are designing Ticketmaster. Right. What? Okay. So how will we proceed? We will follow a step-by-step process to get our desired design. Okay. So the first thing what going to do is we are going to take the requirement. Query requirement. Hmm. Requirement is going to be of two kind. The first is going to be a functional, and other is going to be a non-functional. Functional. All right. After this, we can go on and define our core entities around which our design will revolve. Core entities. After that, we can go for this API design. After this, we will design the APIs and hmm, and after designing our API part, we can go ahead and get work on this design itself. Okay, okay. Hmm. API. So let's start with the requirement. Functional functional requirement. Hmm. Functional requirement is something like user should be able to. First requirement can be users should be able to search for the event. Okay, and after that, if a user is able to search for an event, then user should be able to book a book the ticket for that event as well. User should be able to book the ticket. Okay, and what more can be there? What more can be there? You book. This should be enough, I guess, for the starting point. This should be enough. And then non-functional requirement. Don't mind the spelling, please. REQ. Non-functional requirement is like system should be able to. In here we define like how our system should be. Like depending upon the user, how our system should behave. Like how much QPS can it handle, how much data can it handle. Okay, so the first requirement can be mm, should be able to handle booking in peak times. Like in some, like whenever the popular celebrity do some event or that, on that time our system will get busy and a lot of requests will be coming to book the show. Okay, and cons- consistency should be greater than availability in case of booking. Case of booking. So we don't want the double booking and all. So we are we are prioritizing consistency over the availability. So I want my user to book, or if something goes wrong, he shouldn't be able to book. Right. And for the search part, like whenever a user is searching for something, hits can be availability should be, let's call it eventual consistency in case of viewing the event. Does it make sense? Okay. After this, let's try to design some core entities. Let's try to figure out some core entities. The first one is going to be, of course, a user. Second can be our event, and then we can have ticket and performer. Performer is going to be the person or the group of person that is going to perform on that, and the event is going to be the location and all the details like seating and all. We will add more entities if we require. For now, this should be enough. Let's design some APIs. The first one is going to be get. The first one is going to be for this search one. It's going to be a get type of API, and it's going to be a API v1 slash search, and here in there what we can have is we can have its date and maybe location, or what else can be there, date, location, and uh, it can have much more thing in that, like what, or maybe there can be event event name itself, maybe. And in the header we can send data like session token, or maybe JWT token to authorize and authenticate our user, right? It will uh, uh, res- its response will look like something the array of event. It will contain the multiple event depending upon the filters from here. Hmm. And after that, what we can do here is we can have a post API to book this sure the event. Okay, API event slash book slash event ID. And again, in header, we are going to have session token and JWT token, right? And here, what we can have is a number of seat, and type of seat we can have here, right? The array of seat we are going to book here. Okay. So how the normal booking happens is we send one data to like we are going to book this, or we should call it reserve. reserve. After this, this body response, it will give us, it will give it the ticket, or maybe you can say ticket ID, or maybe all the information of ticket. Yeah. And after that we are going to have another one post API that will actually book the event or the seat. Okay. So here, okay. Should I send the ticket details over the URL or yeah, let's send this ticket ID over the URL and header again send token or GWT token. And body, we are going to send some payment payment details so that it will confirm our booking. Okay. So that's a very uh, uh, I guess we have covered the APIs part. Let's try to design it. Now it's time for designing. So our client can be, our client can be mobile device or a web browser, or device. Okay, so the first functionality that we want is search service. Okay, so I want to clarify one thing. First, we will try to make a working system. Then we are going to scale it. Okay, this is going to be our database. Oh, the service ticket, mm, number of seat, event ID, number of seats, event ID, and the user ID who booked this. And what more can we have here? Event ID, user ID, number of seats, or maybe price and something. And we can add a much more thing if we require. Okay, for now we are leaving it abstract. Ticket. Now what more can we have here? User, of course, user ID. The rest of the detail we can just leave it out for now. If we need, we will come back here and we will add those detail. Event for former former ID, location, number of seats, price, and then price. Hmm. Okay. Location, number, and we can add more details if we need. But for now, this look like this is enough. What more entries did we had? performer ticket event performer 1 2 3 4. Mm. User event ticket performer. For the performer, we can just have the performer ID and that's it. Let me write it down here. We are leaving rest of the detail for now. Okay. So here, search API will call and then it will return some data here and then we are going to have another service working. Okay. And for the payment, specifically for the payment, we can have something, some third party application for the payment. For example, Stripe. That will asynchronously uh, update the payment or handle the payment in itself. Okay. Hmm. So for now, how our search will look like is something like select star from event where event name like something like this. This is not going to be very efficient. I know. We will improve it later on. Okay. Not number of seat actually. It's actually it should be the seat array of seat. We need array of seat here, not the number of seat, because we are going to like we can have multiple seat. We need a foreign key for hmm. Okay. Hmm. Now let's try to improve it. Improve it. Okay. So let me copy this. Kind of copy it. Oh. Okay. How we are going to improve? What's our non-function requirement? Should be able to handle a booking in a peak time. So, so for that, for the peak time, we are going to improve our search first. For the searching one, what we can do is uh, we can instead of full DB search, we can introduce one cache, right? One Redis, and even better, we can introduce some search DB like full text search like Elasticsearch. Elastic, Elasticsearch. So instead of searching from here, we are going to search from here. We are not anymore searching directly from our DB, right? And to get, let's add Redis as well for the search. First, we will search here. If we do not find something here, then we are going to hit our DB, right? And how are we going to write this in the DB? Either we can go directly like write in DB itself, okay, uh, write in a DB, or maybe directly wait. We can go and write in both, or what we can do is we can introduce one CDC, chain data capture, something like that, so that whenever something happens in our DB, it will will directly update our Elasticsearch asynchronously. Okay. Hmm. Okay, what more? How we are going to book here, right? And here for a wait, let's add one more thing. This is going to our API gateway. It will be responsible for authentication, rate limiting, authentication, authorization, and rate limiting. Okay. Hmm. Okay. How are we going to handle the double booking? Right. So either we can have a ticket status like is it booked or not. Okay. And have a one cron job that can that will keep on updating in 10 minutes like if this seat has expired or not. Okay. Or what else we can do is we can have a Redis which will have this seat that will be logged on in this. So we can directly check here if it is logged or not. And we can have time to live for like 10 minutes. Detail 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, it will release the lock and the seat will be available for booking. Okay. All right. What more? So during the peak hours, what's going to happen is there's a lot of booking will come, right? So instead of directly taking booking, what we can do is we can introduce one queue. We can introduce one queue which which will keep the keep the user in the waiting line basically before our booking service get the resource or maybe get some data. And for scaling this we can have multiple microservices to scale these. Okay, let me paste it to the chat. Let's see what ChatGPT says about this. Can it read this? Can okay, no, it cannot read that. Then I copy and paste here. Let's see if it can read that. Putting million brings harmony, no double booking. Million seat locking. It's a very popular system oriented. Okay, 7.5 out of 10. But we will try this again tomorrow for number book.